guess who? Yes, it's time for me. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. And yes, as you can see, hey, check that out. That's who we're going to be working on today. It is another flavor in an ongoing line that I have in my daily rotations. Now, as you all know, I am trying to shorten the amount of time that each video is, just out of respect to everybody that's out there, make it a little bit easier to watch the videos, so I try to shorten them down. However, it does tend to take me a little bit longer to get through the various flavors from different companies. So everybody really has been really understanding and really respectful about that, and it's truly humbling and an honor. So I will get through this, just bear with me and we'll go through. So as you can see, the line that I'm doing today is VooDoo Vapes. Now this is one of the premium lines from a company called Barn Brew. And you can check out their website at barnbrewco.com. They have a few other lines along with the company, but this is one of their premium line that has had a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of passion, a lot of attention to detail put into this. This is their flavor menu, and there is a whole backstory through this, and it is run by a gentleman named Wayne, who is a former smoker of over 30 years, and just realized there's got to be something better. There's got to be something, a better alternative. There's got to be something that's going to, benefit, give me something more beneficial than dealing with smoking. So he started all this, went through all of this. Great company, great people behind the scenes. Customer service wise, they're up to date, they're top notch. They're always quick to respond back to you if there are any questions, comments, or concerns. So, as I said, VooDoo Vapes is the line that we are working on in here, and this is the main company, and I'm going to actually wear the shirt backwards for the video because I really am a fan of this design right here. This is the VooDoo Vapes line. This is the back of the shirt. Let the flavor control you. Magical. But it's really slick. I like the way it looks, and it's really cool. Oh, okay, maybe I don't have to wear it backwards because you can't really even see it. However, I did want to show that off. So this line does consist of 6 flavors. It is a 70-30 mix ratio, so the flavor and the cloud control or cloud content is going to be pretty equal on both sides. It is offered in a, let me just verify this real fast, a 0, a 1.5, which not many companies are doing still, which is kind of shocking, but they do offer a 1.5 for people who still need a little bit but are trying to really cut down the amount, a 3, a 6, and a 12. So it's not that they're trying to force the nicotine onto people. It's just that they understand that there are people out there who do require a little bit more, so they're trying to make their line as accessible to everybody as possible by offering more nicotine levels, so that people, if their excuse is going to be, they don't have high enough nicotine or they don't have enough nicotine, well, that's gone. So now you've got no other option but to try a flavor, try all the flavors from a really rock solid company. It is offered in a 30 mil, a 60 mil, and a 120 mil, and they are made in these plastic unicorn bottles, which is really cool and really convenient right out the gate. You don't have to worry about the glass. You don't have to worry about switching it over to a unicorn bottle. It's ready to go the way it is. This is the bottle here. It does have the name of the flavor, Ponyboy. VooDoo Vapes, brand name there. They do have their logo and a born on date on this end right on here, along with the website, and they have the warning and ingredient labeling as well. So it also has a really good solid safety ring. I can sit here and do this all day, and it really isn't going to matter much until we bust this open. So it is a first vape first review. There is my cotton, which is always going to be brand new for the video, which is going to be Texas Tough Cotton. Works really well for me. It's really durable, holds up well, and it doesn't have a very strong cottony taste. I like that the most about it, so that's why I stick to it as much as I do. But I will put the link for the cotton in the comment box if you are interested. Now, Ponyboy is supposed to be basically a whipped custard and then topped with slices of nectarines. So I'm hoping for a fruity hit with the nectarine and a creamy undertone. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a yogurt base where it's you get the cream mixed in with the nectarine. I would hopefully like to see a little bit of a difference there. Now, I am kind of a fan of the name just in general because one movie that I really enjoy is The Outsiders, based on a book by S.E. Hinton. One of the characters and the main narrator of the movie, his character's name is Ponyboy. So it's just kind of a throwback cool to that. That's just me. I'm kind of dorky that way. So we're going to go ahead and bust this open. Listen. And there's the pop. And it does have the convenient nozzle tip right there, which always makes it cool because whether you use a tank or a dripper, it makes it really easy to direct the liquid where you need it to go without making a huge mess. Yep, definitely smell the nectarine right off the bat, which I kind of like nectarines a little bit better than oranges, only because the flavor is much more, I guess you could say, juicier without having that hit of the citrus aspect of it, but the flavor is solid without being overly too much. Like with some oranges and other flavors like that, you know, you smell it and it smells really good, then you take a bite of it and you get like this blast of flavor, good or bad, depending on the ripeness of the orange. Nectarines, to me, it doesn't have that strong hit, so basically it's more of a subtle flavor, but it's full flavored, so it's more enjoyable. But that's just on my opinion. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick pre-burn on this, get the juice flowing through the cotton. Go ahead, juice up a slight bit more. And then hopefully we should be good to go. And as always, I'm vaping at 75 watts. And this is Ponyboy from the VooDoo Vapes line by Barn Brew. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and juice up a tiny bit more just to get a little bit more flavor to come through the cotton. Obviously, the first couple of hits are going to be more, or dry out quicker on the cotton just because it is a fresh wick. However, still not a huge cotton kick to it in the flavor, so that's a good thing. Clouds are really good. I'm always a fan of that. Okay, so flavor-wise, actually really is kind of going to be a hit or miss for some people, but for me, I do like it because of what I was hoping it to be. You do get the sweetness from the nectarine flavor with an undertone of the custard, but it doesn't intermingle too much, so it actually tastes like if you have like a dollop of custard and then you put a nectarine or two, a piece of it on top of it, and then eat it that way, or take a slice of nectarine, dip it into the custard, and then eat it, instead of it being mashed together in like a yogurt type style or mixed into it and then whipped up like that. You definitely get a good amount of the nectarine flavor without having it be overly pungent and overly too much in your face. The custard base, it definitely smooths out on the undertone and throughout the vape, so it does give the smoothness, which does help with the cutting down and the omitting of a throat hit, but not too much to where it overtakes and over smooths out the nectarine, if that makes sense. The nectarine taste is there, it is solid, but it's not too much. So together you get a smooth, solid vape from the custard with just enough nectarine flavor to give it a flavor hit. It's definitely a good all-day vape. It's going to be a preference as far as to whether it's going to be your choice or not. It's I only say that because it doesn't really fall into a dessert vape and it doesn't fall into just a straight fruit vape. So it's going to be kind of an in between. But if you like a creamier type vape with some flavor to that, this definitely is an option to try. It's definitely a rock solid flavor. It's definitely a well done one, just like the rest of the line is up to date. Definitely check out my other videos on the VooDoo Vape line from Barn Brews. Barn Brews, thank you guys so very much. It is a true honor and a blessing to be able to continue doing reviews on solid flavors and companies such as yourself. So thank you for that opportunity. Definitely check them out at barnbrewco.com. They are on Facebook and Instagram as well. Email them directly if you need to. They're pretty quick to answer back. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do to make your vaping more enjoyable for you, that's all I want to do. In any way that I can, make it more pleasurable for you, just let me know. Whether it's a comment, question, concern, a video that you're looking for, a flavor that you have a question about. Regardless of what it is, just let me know. I'll do everything in my power to answer it as best I can. But until next time, morning, noon, or night, does not matter when, it does not matter how. Always remember, truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.